Imagine this, a single signal, traveling across billions of miles of darkness. An echo, faint but deliberate, coming from the very edge of our solar system. Now, picture that signal isn't just a burst of static. It isn't just a line of data. It's a warning. Voyager 2, humanity's silent explorer, has been drifting through the void for over 4 decades. 4 decades of silence, fading power, and distance beyond imagination. And just when we thought it had nothing left to say, it spoke, but what it said wasn't random, it wasn't meaningless noise. It was structured, organized, and deeply unsettling. At first, scientists were baffled. Old sensors, systems long presumed dead, suddenly came back online. Instruments that hadn't responded in over 30 years began functioning as though they were being guided, not by mission control but by something else. Then came the moment that truly shook them. Voyager 2's high-gain antenna, the only way it can communicate with Earth, shifted its alignment. Not toward Earth, not toward a star, but into what appeared to be empty space. It was as though it was answering a call we hadn't heard, and then came the transmission. This wasn't just any signal, it was dense, compressed, too clean to be random interference, too intentional to dismiss. The team tried every standard decryption method. Nothing worked, so they brought in artificial intelligence. The GIO. AI discovered something no one expected, repeating patterns resembling neural networks, self-correcting data, recursive code. This wasn't telemetry, this wasn't static. This was closer to a message. As the team dissected it further, the strangeness deepened. The entropy of the signal was too low to be cosmic radiation or electronic interference, and embedded within the stream were mathematical harmonics, ratios, mirroring Fibonacci sequences and golden ratios that appear everywhere in natural systems. It suggested something beyond mechanics. It suggested intent. Renowned physicist James Benford from SETI remarked that if an advanced civilization wanted to send a message, this is how they would do it: compressed, self-correcting, immune to distortion, and efficient over vast distances. So, the question became clear. Was Voyager 2 still a messenger? Or had it become a receiver? And if so, who or what was on the other side? Things only grew stranger. The signal contained what became known as the Delta 13 sequence, repeating low-frequency pulses embedded within the transmission. 27 recurrences in just 31 days, too clean to be accidental, too consistent, to be ignored. But no one could explain what it meant. Some physicists began connecting it to a controversial theory that space itself contains information fields. That the universe is not just a stage where physics happens, but a living web of data. In this model, reality functions like a cosmic operating system, transmitting and storing information through plasma waves, magnetic fields, even quantum fluctuations, and if Voyager 2 had passed through such a field, it might not have just detected a message, it might have triggered one. Like a needle passing through a vinyl record, Voyager may have activated a signal designed not to be found, until now. Then came the coordinates. Hidden within the transmission was a string of numerical sequences, not random, not meaningless. Coordinates, but coordinates to where astrophysicists at NASA and SETI analyzed them. To their disbelief, they pointed to an uncharted sector of the Kuiper Belt, a region never known for activity. What could possibly warrant such precision? A dying spacecraft? Sending us a map? At first, scientists hesitated to believe it, but as analysis deepened, a pattern emerged. These weren't just coordinates. They were a path. It was as though Voyager 2 wasn't just pointing, it was guiding. Telescopes shifted toward the sector, and anomalies began to surface. Stars flickered unnaturally. Background radiation twisted in patterns suggesting gravitational disruption. Some proposed it was the collision of dark matter with baryonic matter. Others whispered of something more enigmatic, something artificial. Then Voyager 2's backup systems, silent for decades, flickered on, transmitting one final encrypted burst before shutting down, perhaps forever. Labs worldwide captured fragments of that final signal. And what they decoded sent chills through the scientific community. It contained a wave signature consistent with electromagnetic propulsion. No natural object in our solar system produces such a signature. It was the kind of propulsion theorized for interstellar spacecraft. But that wasn't the most chilling discovery. When AI decoders ran the signal through advanced neural networks trained to find hidden patterns, they uncovered something buried in the noise, a spectrographic silhouette, angular, geometric, too perfect to be natural. Overlaying it with Voyager 2's trajectory revealed the unthinkable. The probe had encountered an artificial construct, weather. It was a derelict ship, a station, or something far older, no one knew. But the image was enough to change everything. Then, silence. No more transmissions. No more flickers of life. Voyager 2 had gone dark, but space itself had not. Astronomers began detecting faint pulses from the very coordinates Voyager had pointed to. At first, dismissed as quasars or gamma-ray background noise, but the intervals told another story, sets of 3 pulses, 3 seconds apart, repeating every 72 hours, too deliberate to ignore. The question spread like wildfire. Was this the beginning of a reply? And then attention turned to Voyager 1. Though silent for years, analysts reprocessed its old data using the same AI methods applied to Voyager 2. What they uncovered was chilling. Years ago, Voyager 1 had also detected something, an anomaly buried in logs, magnetic deviations and a spike in deep space radiation. At the time, dismissed as noise, but with modern tools, the pattern became clear. The electromagnetic signature was nearly identical to Voyager 2's 2 probes. 2 decades apart, one anomaly. Had we ignored the first warning? The global scientific community reacted. A coalition of astronomers proposed a bold step: turn the James Webb Space Telescope and other high-powered arrays toward the coordinates. If something was there, we had to see it. As Webb locked onto the region, silence filled the control rooms. Data trickled in, distorted light, gravitational lensing, and then a shadow, a massive structure, blacker than space itself. No emissions, no movement, but undeniably not natural. So what was it? A beacon? A vessel? A remnant of something far, older than our solar system? The possibilities ignited both awe and terror, because whatever Voyager 2 had uncovered, it wasn't just a glitch, it wasn't an accident, it was deliberate. It was intelligent, and it was never meant to go unnoticed. Now, with Voyager 2 silenced and Voyager 1's old data aligning with its final echoes, humanity stands at a crossroads. Was this a message, a warning, an invitation, or the first sign of something already approaching? For decades, we've stared into the stars, wondering if someone was looking back. But maybe the truth is darker. Maybe something always has been, watching, waiting, and now, answering. The final transmission of Voyager 2 wasn't just a message. Lost in the void, it was a wake-up call. And whether we're ready or not, it's at our doorstep.